with four things that you can kind of ask yourself that's going to keep you mindful of what you're doing. So, something I want to talk about that I don't know if you've done this before. I've done it in the past, but haven't done it lately. So, I definitely want to get back and do that. It's bring this to food journaling. Have you done any food journaling before?
So I have just started again. And so in Temple Encouragement, I actually post something the other day that asks people which app that they like that gives them the best bang for free. There was an app that I used to really appreciate, but it's not giving me what I was hoping for. I'm not allowed to build my own recipes because I make a lot of food from scratch. I try to stay away from like pre-made foods. And it doesn't allow me to add our 10-minute chair workout that we do as a group and what we were doing last challenge. So I am trying to implement that, but I'm stuck with using the recipes that people already have, and I'm not quite sure if the calories are what I need. So if anybody has any apps that they use that give them the best bang for free, post those in the chat too, because that would be wonderful. Okay, so we lost her again, but I think where we were going with that is that after our part of our first goal is going to start, we're going to focus on food journaling. Food journaling as a whole helps us to spot our food intolerances, the foods that cause us not to feel well, the foods that cause us to feel yucky inside. Um, like I notice when I eat certain things, my body starts feeling achy and gross. I can literally feel my body inflaming, swelling up from the inside. And so this actually helps us to be able to focus on what those yucky food intolerances are. Next is identifying any nutrient gaps. And since you're back, Chavitas, you want to go ahead and clarify some of those things, or are you still kind of in and out? Okay, well, I'll just keep moving forward. And then when you want to cut in, just go ahead and unmute your mic. Okay, so when we're doing food journaling, it helps to identify any nutrition gaps. Okay, like if we're lacking any of those macro or micro nutrients, focusing in on our fat, our carbs, our protein, those are all healthy things, but we have to know what type of carbs we're actually putting into our body. And so when we're missing out on fiber, when we're missing out on protein, fats, and different complex carbs rather than refined, we're able to see which key nutrients are missing from our body. And like Chavita said earlier, when we are putting the wrong things into our mouth, our mental state doesn't like it. Like serotonin and stuff, everything starts in our gut. And so if we want to be happy, we want to be filled with that everlasting joy that comes from the most high. We want to feel good. We have to take care of what we put in our gut. And so, with that, we can start increasing our awareness. And when we're increasing our awareness, we're able to understand what, how, why, and when we eat. So sometimes, if you're like me, you may find yourself eating things that aren't very healthy for you, or you may find yourself like me. A couple nights ago, I was pretty upset, and we had this really yummy chocolate cake that I made with banana instead of eggs. So it was like completely plant-based cake. And I found myself eating this cake because I was really upset. And I clued in later. I was like, oh, girlfriend, you're eating this cake and you're not supposed to be. You need to take this and journal it or meditate or pray or speak to the Most High about these things. So it helps us to become aware of when we're eating, why we're eating, and stuff like that. Next, it allows us to reduce that emotional eating, just like I was talking about. It allows us to start pinpointing those triggers, the certain stresses, boredom. boredom is a huge factor. And when we choose to eat things that we're not supposed to, and especially like, everything in moderation is okay, right? But the reality is, it's not always okay. And when we are finding ourselves snacking on unhealthy things or whatever, or even if we're snacking on healthy things, it leads us to our next point about food journaling, which is supporting our weight loss goals. Because through food journaling, it can reveal whether we're eating too much, too little, or just at the wrong times or the wrong thing. Okay. And so my husband actually asked me yesterday, he's like, "Do you want some of this?" I said, "I can't eat that because I got some stomach things going on and I'm on a specific diet to deal with that until my procedure at the end of the month." And and he says, "Well, what did you eat today?" And I said, I had an egg and a half of a keto bagel. I had a protein shake. Oh, and I had cake and pie from our new moon Hanukkah party last night, right?" And so he was like, "Babe." And so, like, if we really want to know why we're struggling with the weight loss, and we really want to know what those triggers are that's keeping us from feeling healthy, keeping us from feeling like we're in a good mood and a good mindset, we really need to start the food journaling. Next is it helps us to understand those processed foods that we're putting in our mouth, like that cake and that pie, right? And you actually may be surprised at how many calories are in processed snacks compared to whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and those really quality proteins. So, all of that was said to help you guys know that for our first focus on our challenge, number one challenge about food, is we are going to narrow in on journaling. Okay. We're going to journal what we ate, how much we ate, when we ate it, and what kind of mood we were in. What was our energy level? Where were we at? Were we in the middle of making our husband's lunch and ate our second lunch while we were preparing his? Um, were we like putting away dinner and scraping plates and saying, "Oh no, we can't let that go in the garbage," and we're shoveling it in? So it's important that we are able to do that. Um, and then Hey girlfriend, so where I'm at right now, if if it's working, I am wrapping up the food journaling and why we are doing it. And so if you're already journaling, like we said, these challenges can be modified. I am echoing like really bad. These challenges can be modified. So if you're already journaling, you're already narrowing in on those things, which is what you ate, how much you ate, when you ate it, your mood, energy levels, and location. Then start counting your calories and pay attention to those portion sizes and look at areas where you can make adjustments and start journaling what's going on inside of you when you're eating and why. And are you just eating out of hunger, which is probably not the case because we can go several days without eating, or are you just eating out of habit, boredom? Like, what's the purpose? um are you with us? Are you able to move forward from there? We're getting ready to discuss that gentle word of caution. Okay. So for that gentle word of caution, food journaling isn't always for everyone. So if you have a history of like any type of eating disorder, it might not be the best fit for you because it could trigger some of those harmful behaviors and we don't want you to slide back. So always consult your doctor or healthcare provider before starting something new and prioritize your health, your mental health, your physical health above all else because it's not worth it. And just let us know in challenge chat that that won't be what you're going to focus on and we'll help you come up with a modification, okay? Because we love you that much and we just want you to feel encouraged. It's about encouraging the temple, not beating it down, okay? So, tips for success is keep it simple. No need to write a novel. You can use like those apps or whatever if you want to. There's lots of like apps, or you can just get one of those little teeny tiny notebooks from Dollar Tree or whatever for $1.25. Keep it simple. No need to write a novel. It's not like this long drawn out book. And ask yourself, why am I eating each time that you log? And try to think about what time you ate and how you were feeling when you ate. And just be realistic with portion sizes if you're tracking calories. I mean, you don't have to go and buy like a food scale or anything wild like that. You know, like really the palm of our hands, you guys. If it's like that tall off our hands, like the inside top part of our hand is usually about a quarter cup. And so just try to be focused on that. But like we said, food journaling isn't for everyone. But just remember, it's not about being perfect. It's just about learning more about yourself and your habits. So small baby steps lead to big changes, right? So, last time we talked about nutrition labels because those nutrition labels help us to manage our portion sizes and stuff like that. And so you guys may have seen like a lot of ingredients and definitions being posted on the group. So, next on the list, so we talked about what's going in our mouths for food, and we are going to be focusing on food journaling or calorie counting or both, wherever you're at. So next is our physical health. Yes, we're gonna do 1,000 squats a day. Are you guys excited? And you're gonna run a 5K every day. Just kidding. So, um, try to narrow in on at least 2 times a week to join us for our 10-minute chair workout, which means you don't have to leave your house and you don't even have to leave your chair. So when we get together, we're going to get together. This is all on Central Time. So if you need help converting the time to your time zone, let me know. I'd love to help you with that. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will get together at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Saturdays at 1 p.m. And it's a 10-minute workout. We'll do it on Google Meet. So all you have to do is click this link and participate. It's not that big of a deal. And guess what? If you're not participating in the challenge, we still want you in the workout. Um and But we want you there. We want you to do those little 10-minute workouts and have a great time. I'm telling you what, I be feeling it, y'all, okay? So trust me, I know it's only 10 minutes and I know it's sitting on your tail in a chair, but it really makes a difference. Like my arms feeling and everything. So I'm pretty excited about it. But just meet us twice a week. You're welcome to meet us all 3 times, but the challenge is 2 times a week, period. Okay. If you're unable to complete these challenges during group time, no worries. We'll have the video available for you to do at any time, but please just let us know that you have completed it, okay? Because we love to encourage you because we are your number one. Oh, that's 2 fingers. Number one cheerleader. Okay, next is emotional health. It's so important that we focus on our emotional health. And when our mind is not focused on healing and encouraging the temple, we are going to lack the drive to move forward. So, like she was telling us, that like certain things that go into our mouth mess with our emotional health. And like that's why we want to narrow in on this food journaling so we can edify our bodies. But that emotional health, we want to move forward with no longer lacking consistency and no longer lacking hope. Okay. So, can any of you guys relate to feeling like you're lacking consistency and hope with certain things in your life? If you do, just give us a thumbs up or a one in the chat. And if you're reviewing this later on, the replay, just let us know or shoot us a email because we'd love to pray for you at prayer@unitedsoulsfellowship.com. So with our emotional health, every day for this entire challenge, we don't care what time of day it is, but we want to see your post on the Facebook group Temple Encouragement. 3 things that you're grateful for. 3 things, okay? But it gets a little bit harder than that. We want to hear why you are grateful for these 3 things. So, for example, I can just write, I'm grateful for my car, right? But why? I am grateful for my car because I live in the middle of everywhere, and without it, it would be really hard for me to make it to a major grocery store. It would make it a challenge to travel, to get to our medical appointments, to get to the different things that we need to get to our different homeschool functions and stuff like that. And so I am grateful for my car because it allows me to take care of our needs and get our basic needs met. Um, and so we want to talk about why we want to be grateful. Like it's not just I'm grateful, but why are we grateful? So, three things that we're grateful for every day for the entire challenge. That should add up to 66 items, you guys. 60, no, I'm sorry. I can't. Oh, yeah, whatever. 21 days, 63 items, okay? So, 63 items, which means 21 posts from each and every single one of you. Next is our spiritual health. So, our last time we narrowed in on 5 minutes, 2 times a week, okay, of you being intentional in either an intentional meditation or in prayer. Now, I want you to know that sometimes it's hard to get in the whole 5 minutes. It's okay. So take that time. You got in 1 minute here, you got in 2 minutes here, you got another minute in there, another minute in there. But the goal is that you are being intentional. I'm not talking about when you're in the shower or when you're doing dishes or driving down the road. I'm talking about taking a set apart time of focusing on you and your prayer and or meditation time. So if you blend prayer and meditation, then a total of 5 minutes. If you just pray, a total of 5 minutes. If you just meditate, a total of 5 minutes. But we're going to do that 3 times a week, this challenge, instead of 2 times a week. And if you're already doing this, add 3 more minutes or 2 more days to your current practice. Okay. Now, there's a part two to our spiritual health part of our challenge. Part two is I want you to post at least one time during our challenge, one benefit that prayer and meditation has provided for you personally during this time. And I want you to post it on the Temple Encouragement group. Um, if you love to pray, you're a prayer warrior, join us on Saturday nights. You don't have to be a soul that participates with United Souls Fellowship because we're all souls under our Creator. So hang out with us at 7 p.m. Central on Saturday nights. We want you there. We pray online. It's a great time. So, are you guys pumped? Are you ready to go? Do you guys need help modifying these goals for the next 21-day challenge to fit your current situation? And do you guys have any questions about the challenge? If you have any questions, go ahead and post those in the comments or share them with us via email at coaching@unitedsoulsfellowship.com. We want to help you with that. So while I'm waiting to see if any comments pop up or any thoughts, just a reminder, um, every day we are going to log our food for 21 days. Are we doing that every day, Chavita? Or are we trying to? I think every day would be good. We'll just focus on every day. I'm going to try to add you and see if you work again, but I know you're having problems. I don't think we actually clarified if we were doing this every day. Um, uh, were we doing this every day? Food logs? Or at least trying to? She's got really bad service. We're gonna go with every day, you guys, and if you guys are needing help with that or needing any guidance, let us know. We're gonna do food logs and we're gonna focus on our mood, how we're feeling, where we're eating, what time we're eating, how many times we're eating. Focus on trying to like have a guesstimate on what how much you put in your mouth. We're gonna work out 2 times a week. So you can join us on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturdays, all 3 days. But we want to see you guys there 2 times a week for this challenge. Last challenge was only 1 time a week. So we're gonna keep increasing these every challenge. If 2 times a week is too much for you right now, we can modify that for you. But you need to let us know that we're modifying it so you can actually be marked as a successful challenge participant. Okay. So like I said, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's going to take place around 6 o'clock. It's only a 10-minute workout. We do like to do some little check-ins to see how people are doing with their challenge, where they're feeling like they're overcoming, where they're feeling like they're being challenged. And so we can kind of encourage each other, okay? um our emotional health part of our challenge, we're going to narrow in on writing down 3 things every day on the wall, what we are grateful for and why. And last but not least, you're going to spend at least 3 times a week 5 minutes of intentional time. So if you have to break it up in pieces, 1 minute here, 2 minutes there, 1 minute there, that's okay. But I want it to be a total of 5 minutes where you're taking time to be completely away from distractions, away from doing any other activity, and you're either going to choose to meditate or pray or both. Okay. And like I said, if you do both, it's a total of 5 minutes. So you don't have to do 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of prayer, do both. And the second part of the spiritual health part is that you're going to write on the wall at least 1 time during the challenge how prayer and or meditation has benefit you. Okay. So if you have not joined the Facebook event, um, Temple Encouragement, join now. We want you there. And so you will be very grateful to have that opportunity for yourself. We want to see you there. And I have that posted on YouTube and on Facebook in the chat. So we want you there. Also, last but not least, let me get that up. Once you have clicked going to the event, join the group challenge chat. Okay. And I have that in the comment section as well. Um, After you have clicked going to the event, join the support group in the chat. We want you there. So go ahead, jump on Temple Encouragement, click uh join the group if you haven't already. And after you have completed that, click going to this challenge. Get your temples encouraged. We are excited. We are pumped. We are ready to get our minds, bodies, and souls healthy and prepared to move forward in our purpose. Are you guys pumped? Are you guys ready to go? I know I am. I am excited. Hallelujah. Any other thoughts before we are out of here, folks? We're excited. I'm going to try to add Javita back and see what happens. Once again, this is not intended as an alternative for professional medical advice. Always check with your doctor because we ain't doctors. I think you're still having cell phone service issues. So we're gonna go ahead and end our stream. I'm not seeing any comments in the chat, any questions, anything. So just as always, if you need help with modifying, you can either email us at coaching@unitedsoulsfellowship.com, or you can choose to just join that group chat and get encouragement. Join any of the group chats. Oh my goodness. Like the people that are in these group chats are growing and we're being encouraged, and life is just like improving for each and every single one of us. So I'm not seeing any questions on Facebook or YouTube. We look forward to you guys joining us. Make sure you click going for the challenge number 2 event, and like and share this video. Like and subscribe to United Souls Fellowship. We have so much wonderful content that comes your way: homeschooling content, health content, food content, spiritual content. We even like to share our little puppy honey. So, whatever you are needing, it's most likely found on the United Souls YouTube channel. So, we are looking forward to having a great time with each and every single one of you. And let's move forward and encourage our temple.